Okay, so sa gagawin natin ngayon, gagamit tayo or gagawa tayo ng isometric drawing. Okay, so ang kailangan natin dito ay of course pen, pencil, kung anong available. Then we have to have our ruler and our protractor. Itong protractor gagamitin natin for angle, ito naman for straight line. Okay, so later gagamitin natin yan. So first note natin na isometric yung gagawin natin. Tandaan natin ng isometric drawing is used to create a three-dimensional drawing on a two-dimensional paper. So, nagdo-drawing tayo ng two-dimensional pero magmumukha siyang 3D. Okay? So, tandaan natin na ito ay using 30-degree angle. So, commonly ginagamit siya for technical drawing. Okay? Na nagpapakita ng 30 degrees. So, gagawa muna tayo dito ng ating lines kung saan umpisa natin ang paggawa ng isometric drawing. Okay? And sa isometric drawing, meron tayong tatlong sides na nakikita. So, we have to see the top view, the side view, and the front view. Ito ang mga usual na tinitingnan sa isometric drawing. O, ito yung nakikita sa isometric drawing. So, first, kailangan natin makagawa ng lines dito. Usually sa school, ginagamit natin ito or ginagawa natin yung mga performance tasks nila in collaboration with mathematics. Kung saan, we ask the students to create lines in X and Y axis. So, ginagawa nila, meron tayong mga intercepts na gumagamit ng X and Y axis. Pero sa isometric drawing, sa gagawin natin ngayon, we're going to go directly to drawing isometric drawing. So, walang mathematics involved dito. Sinabi ko lang na kina-collaborate namin para sa mga bata, hindi marami masyadong gagawin. Kung baga, isang gawa, maraming subjects yung pwedeng pag-applyan ng output nila na yun. With this, kailangan po natin gumawa ng lines dito dahil sabi natin kanina, yung isometric drawing ay gumagamit ng 30-degree angle. So, para mas maganda yung drawing natin, we have to create a line here forming a right angle or a 90-degree angle. So, mag-line muna tayo. Drawing muna tayo ng straight line. Lagay natin sa pinaka... Yan. Gamitin natin yung bottom part ng papel para straight line yung magawa natin. So, not too long, pero... Yan. Preference nyo naman po kung gaano kahaba yung lines niyo. And with this, gagamitin natin yung center ng line. Okay? And we have to create a 90-degree angle. So, kukunin natin yung gitna ng line na ginawa natin. So, we have 9.5. So, that would give us 4.7 here. So, this will be our origin number. Gawa tayo ng 90 degree. Tandaan natin kung saan nagmi-meet yung X and Y axis natin, yun yung ating point of origin or yung zero natin. So, pag gumamit tayo ng protractor, meron tayong zero dito or yung kung saan nagmi-meet yung lines ng X and Y. So, tapat lang natin siya dyan to get our 90 degree. Okay, so make sure nakaline siya and we are going to get this 90. Okay, so we have there and then let's have a line there. Yan. Okay, so dito lalabas na ito yung ating Y line or Y axis and we have our X axis here. X axis. Okay, so dito mag-drawing tayo ng tapat natin yan. Magdodrawing tayo or kukunin natin yung 30 degree nito. So, meaning, lagyan natin sa 0 ulit yung protractor natin. Close up. And then, 0, alam natin na 90 degree. Kukunin natin yung 30 degree natin. So, hanapin natin yung 30 degree dito sa atin. So, here's the 30 degree. Make sure, nandyan. And we have the 30 degree on the other side. So, ayan yung drawing natin. Okay? So, as much as possible, hindi gumagalaw yung paper natin para at least alam natin na eksakto yung sukat or walang change of placement for our measurement. So, kamay na lang yung gagalaw natin. So, here we have our angle. So, ito yung construction from 0 going to the point of 30 degree and the same on the other side. Okay. And then the same on the other side. Okay. So we have here our line. So if we are going to measure this, alam natin na this is 30 degree and this one is 60 degree. Kasi 90 degree nga yung ginagawa natin. So this is 60 degree. So if we're going to measure that, 60. Okay? We have the 60 degree as well. Okay? So the same with the other side. Now, let's continue. So, gagawa naman tayo ng nasa taas na view. So, determine na lang natin yung height ng ating isometric drawing. So, for example, sa x-axis natin, ang ating intercept ay nasa probably there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yan. 4 inches. Yan, yung taas. Okay? From there, we are going to make sure to have yan, another line here. Let's have a straight line here. Sa iba naman, hindi importante yung straight line. Pero for the sake of this, since pinag-aaralan natin siya, so kailangan pantay siya, no? Pantayin natin. Let's make sure as much as possible we are creating a straight line. Okay? Sana pantay. So, let's create a line here. With that, we are going to create another of this. Okay? So, this one. Okay, so we have this line. Okay, and then for the top, we are going to create another line here. Let's make sure to use the top part of our paper para hindi na tayo mahirapan to create a straight line. Okay, and with that, we are just going to rotate our protractor here and get the 30 degree again of our line. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, so we have here our 30 degree. And on the other side, we have our 30 degree. Okay, so with that, let's try to meet the point here to our 30 degree. Okay, so we have here our diamond here for our isometric drawing. Now with this, we have, or we can now connect this one, this vertical line here from this to down. Okay, so we can have it just eyeball on it. Pwede naman, no? Or we so a line before 2 inches. So it's 1.8, I guess. So, yeah. And so let's have them meet together. There we go. So basically, we now have the basic drawing for isometric drawing. So we have the top, we have the front, and we have the side view. Okay, or depende kung saan ka nakarap. Pwedeng ito yung side, ito yung front. Okay, so for this particular drawing, let's just darken the line for isometric drawing. So, kung ginagawa namin to sa school, usually, pencil yung pinapagamit natin. Okay? So, dahil class output yon, so, I allow them to use just a Mongol number 2 or a pen that can have a good mark or shape para pag nagawa sila ng mga shapes nila. Okay? Hindi masyadong light, hindi masyadong dark. So there you go. So we have here our simple isometric drawing. Simple or for the beginner. So kung pwede po kayong mag-share ng pwede natin itong mas magawa in a very easy way, you can write it on our comment section para ma-share natin sa lahat ng klase. But for the meantime, this is our isometric drawing. At the end, let me show you some of the examples ng isometric drawings just like this one. Ayan, makikita natin my top, front, and side. Another one example. All of these are available online. So, pwede nyo siyang makita for other more examples. And for some, ito yung medyo advanced na. Thank you. Maraming salamat po sa panonood at kung nagustuhan ninyo ang video natin ngayon, pakiclick na lang ang like button at i-share na rin para marami pang maabot ang ating klase. I-click nyo na din ang subscribe button at ang notification bell para maging updated kayo sa susunod pa nating klase. Thank you very much and always remember to be kind to one another. God bless. I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. Okay, so this is the part 2 of our lesson in technical drawing. So sa last video natin, sa last lesson natin, gumawa tayo ng isometric drawing directly on paper. Hindi tayo gumamit ng any application tools or any digital tools or applications. nag-drawing tayo mismo sa papel para ipakita na kaya natin siyang gawin sa paper. The usual, ginagawa naman talaga siya or dinodrawing naman talaga siya. For our lesson for today, we are going now to do perspective drawing. So, alam natin, sa perspective drawing, from the name itself, it's an illusion or linear illusion of depth. So, pinapakita niya yung distance ng isang bagay. So, basically, the perspective drawing is showing you an object that goes further away from the viewer as they appear to decrease in size. Paliit ang paliit yung size or yung line hanggang mag-meet sila. Pinapakita sa perspective drawing na palayo ng palayo yung line natin or yung illusion natin. At yun yung gagawin natin sa paper ngayon. Now, there are 3 types of perspective drawing. Okay, so meron tayong 1-point perspective, meron tayong 2-point perspective, at meron tayong tinatawag na 3-point perspective. Iisa-isahin natin lahat ng yan today. Okay? So, umpisahan na natin yung lesson natin. Ayan, so meron tayo ditong paper. Again, gagamit tayo ng pen. So, pwedeng pencil, pero for our demonstration, syempre gagamit tayo ng medyo colored para makita natin sa presentation natin yung difference ng mga lines. And then, of course, gagamit tayo ng ruler. So, sa video natin last time, sa isometric drawing, gumamit tayo ng protractor. Dito naman sa drawing natin ngayon, hindi tayo gagamit. Straight lines lang yung gagamitin natin or yung gagawin natin. Okay? So, unahin natin yung 1-point perspective. So, maglalagay tayo ng sample of images na meron tayo dito na nakuha natin online para magkaroon tayo ng idea kung paano ba or ano ba yung 1-point perspective. Ito yung method na ginagamit sa drawing or sa images natin to look them appear smaller as they get further away. So, usually, pag nakikita ninyo, tumitingin kayo sa kalsada. So, kung may kalsada kayong tinitingnan na ganyan, yung from where you are standing, yung pinakamalayo, makikita ninyo or mapapansin ninyo yung street or yung kalsada na tinatayuan ninyo. Hindi naman siya straight line, no? So, parang nagkakaroon ng illusion na nagmi-meet sila sa dulo hanggang yung pinakadulo, yun yung pinakamalayong point na abot natin. So, maglalagay tayo ng mga example sa screen natin para ma-idea tayo. So, tulad ng sinabi natin dati, ang technical drawing natin dito sa klase namin, no, ina-articulated or collaborated sa mathematics kung saan ina-applyan natin ng x and y axis. Okay? So, may mga intercepts na pinag-uusapan dyan. May mga formulation, may run and rise na pinag-uusapan sa mathematics. However, sa discussion natin ngayon, dito, we are going to draw directly to our paper kung saan gagawa tayo kagad ng perspective drawing. Okay? So, for this particular discussion, okay, drawing muna tayo ng line. Again, hindi kailangan mahaba yung line. So, nung sa isometric drawing, mahaba yung line na ginamit natin. No? So, to prove that, meron lang tayo ditong maliit na line na gagamitin. So, hindi kailangan occupied yung buong paper. Pero, if you want to, pwede naman. Okay? So, meron tayong line dito. As much as possible, straight siya. So, this will now be the x-axis and the y-axis will become invisible. So, pwede tayong, in representation, pwede naman tayong gumawa dito. Lagay lang natin ng broken line kasi representation lang naman. Okay? Pero hindi kailangan lagyan, no? For the representation lang. Para lang makita natin na meron tayong nagawa dito na midpoint. Okay? So, may nakikita tayo dito kung saan nag-meet yung x and y axis. Okay? This will now be our vanishing point. Itong midpoint nila na yan, ang tawag dyan ay vanishing point. Okay? Kung saan yung lahat ng line na gagawin natin, dyan magtatagpo. Okay? And itong x-axis natin, ito ang tinatawag nating horizon. Okay? So, dyan magtatagpo yung line natin. So, mag-drawing tayo. Halimbawa, meron tayong line na mag-intercept sa X natin at sa Y or dun sa point of origin natin. Or rather, sa vanishing point, meron tayong ganyan. Okay. So, meron tayong ginagawa or gamit na ganito. With this, pwede natin siyang lagyan ng line. Okay. Para makita natin na ito yung line na pinakamalapit away from you. So, pwede natin itong lagyan ng box. So, not really a requirement na perfect yung box. Pero for the sake, ayan, para sa demonstration or for the visuals of this presentation, as much as possible, gagawin natin accurate as much as possible, no? Pero hindi naman kailangan. Okay? Okay? So, meron tayo, nakikita natin yung front view ng box natin ay nakaharap sa atin at mukha siyang malayo. Ay, mukha siyang malapit. Okay? At meron tayong distance na from the vanishing point. Parang palayo siya sa atin. Okay? Okay, so para lagyan natin ng medyo mas magandang presentation yan, lagyan natin ng line dito. Ayan. Para with this illusion, makikita natin yung top view at front view ng image natin. So, parang pag may object tayo, like for example, this eraser, so pag nakikita natin siya, ayan siya. Okay? So, meron tayong front and meron tayong top. Tapos, palayo siya, paliit siya ng paliit. So, yan po yung nangyayari dito. Okay? So, nagmi-meet and then meron tayong meet up point. So, lagyan natin ng ibang color tong box natin para makita natin yung difference. Ayan. So, gawin natin red. Ayan. Sa klase, again, ginagamitan or pinapagamitan ko to ng black marker. So, pencil yung gamit nila. Tapos, pag natapos na nila, pinapalagyan ko ng black marker para maganda naman yung presentation. Ayan. So, makikita natin na parang nagkakaroon ng illusion na from away, far away yung box natin. Now, kahit saan natin ilagay yung box, pwede natin siyang gamitan ng vanishing point or ng illusion of one point perspective. So, halimbawa, nandito yung image natin or yung shape natin. Mag-drawing tayo dito ng box sa taas. Okay, so again, hindi naman kailangan perfect. Ayan. I-perfect shape na lang natin kapag nag-marker na tayo. Okay? So, halimbawa, ito yung box, nasa taas siya ng horizon natin. Yung una nating drawing, nasa baba. Ito naman, nasa taas na ng horizon, nasa left side pa ng monitor natin or ng left side natin. Okay? If we are facing our paper. So, para natin siya gagawin dito sa kabilang side na to or dito sa lalagyan natin ng vanishing point. So, paano siya? Ito po siyang gagawin. So, again, mimit natin ang mga corners. 1, 2, 3. Yan po ang unahin natin para magkaroon tayo ng clearance. At again, sa vanishing point. Meron po tayong vanishing point dito. Okay? So, from here, there, there. Okay? So, yung iba, sa architecture, dinudugtong pa rin nila ito. Nilalagyan nila ng broken line. Okay? So, pero for this presentation, hindi naman natin gagamitin para mas maliwanag sa atin yung mga lines na ginagamit natin. And katulad nung ginawa natin dito, okay, ang nakikita natin dito ay yung front view. And then, lagyan natin ng side. Lagay lang natin. Makikita natin yung illusion. Parang isang magiging buong solid siya na going to distance. So, ito na yung side view niya. Then, so, ito na yung bottom view niya. Okay? So, makikita natin na parang naka-drawing natin siya. So, ayan na siya. Okay? So, meron tayong front, may side, and meron tayong top view. So, ganyan yung pag-drawing ng ating perspective drawing. So, halimbawa, nandito naman siya sa right under the horizon. So, ito medyo pwede natin siguro liitan ng konti. Okay? So, again, meron tayong mga points na i-connect sa ating vanishing point. First, pwede tayong mag-connect ngayon. Okay, so makikita natin, and then let's create another illusion here. Okay? Wherein dito, nakita naman natin yung again, yung front, yung side, at yung top view. Okay? So, makikita natin from our sample kanina. So, ito siya. Okay? So, ganyan yung nangyari. We have the front, we have the side, and we have the top view. Okay? So, yan po yung ating tinatawag na one-point perspective. Now, for your exercise, try to create a perspective, okay? One-point perspective kung saan lalagay natin yung box dito. This is one. Okay? And another one, paano kung yung box ay nandito sa upper right ng ating horizon? This is 2. Now, kung magagawa natin ito, pwede nyo pong ipadala yung picture nito sa Facebook page natin, sa Our Classroom with Madam Salinal. Maglalagay tayo ng postings doon. And then, pwede nyo ilagay yung gawa ninyo as comment para makita natin at ma-share natin dito sa klase natin sa susunod na video. With that, let's proceed. Maraming salamat po sa panonood at kung nagustuhan ninyo ang video natin ngayon, pakiclick na lang ang like button at i-share na rin para marami pang maabot ang ating klase. I-click nyo na din ang subscribe button at ang notification bell para maging updated kayo sa susunod pa nating klase. Thank you very much and always remember to be kind to one another. God bless. Okay, so this time, ang idodrawing naman natin ay 2-point perspective. Okay, so magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang vanishing point. Okay, so this is a 2-point perspective. So katulad kanina, mag-drawing tayo ng line dito. Okay, so again, this is our x-axis. So meron tayo ditong invisible line ng y-axis. So hindi pa naman natin siya kailangan ngayon, pero mamaya sa 3-point perspective gagamitin natin siya. Okay? So, for example, mag-determine tayo ng dalawang vanishing point. Yan. Kasi ang 2-point perspective, meron na siyang different direction meeting to the two vanishing points. Okay? So, meron tayong determine dito, 1 and 2 na vanishing points. So, ang gagawin lang natin, mag-drawing tayo muna ng lines diagonally kung saan ma-identify natin kung saan magme-meet yung dalawang lines na yon. Okay? So, let's have our first drawing. Okay? Okay? So, meron tayong line dito. Again, makikita natin dito nag-meet yung ating first line. So, determine natin yung size ng ating object. Ayan. Yung i-drawing natin ditong box. Makikita natin or malalaman natin yan. Tayo ang mag-determine yan. No? Tayo ang mag-determine or sa lines na determine or i-drawing natin. So, paano natin siya makukuha or malalaman? Depende po sa distance ng lines nyo dito. Okay? So, ako gumagamit lang ako kung estimation or yung ruler mismo ang ginagamit ko. Okay? So, makikita natin. Okay, we have this one. Okay? Again, sa one-point perspective kanina natin, hindi natin ito nabanggit. Itong lines na ginagamit natin or ginagawa natin, ang tawag natin dyan ay orthogonal lines. So, lalagay natin yung pangalan dito sa screen mamaya para tama yung spelling na magagamit ninyo. Okay? So, orthogonal lines. So, makikita natin dito, meron tayong midpoint. So, drawing natin or ipag-meet natin yung dalawang midpoints. Okay? So, makikita natin ngayon, ayan na yung line. So, parang nagkakaroon na siya ng illusion na nakaangat yung midpoints nila, no? And going to the two different direction. So, with this, mag-drawing pa tayo ng isa pang line sa ibabaw, dalawang lines rather, para makita naman natin saan ba dapat mag-meet yung dalawang nasa side natin. Okay? So, try natin. Ayan. Pwede naman natin lakihan yung difference pero estimate na lang natin. Okay? So, meron tayong midpoint dito. Okay, and for the next, we have another midpoint here. So, pag meet natin sila, okay, so meron tayo ngayong nabuong box. Makikita natin, pinapakita ng drawing na ito yung pinakamalapit na part niya and may distance siya going away in two different direction. Ayan po, going to the two different direction. And mapapansin nyo sa drawing natin dito, ano yung shape na nabuo natin? Ito yung first lesson natin. Meron tayong top view, meron tayong front view, meron tayong side view. Ito po yung example ng isometric drawing. Okay? However, hindi naman natin to na-determine na 30 degree. No? Katulad ng first drawing natin na sinukat talaga natin. Okay? So, yan po yung tinatawag nating two-point perspective. Now, for your activity, so paano naman kung dito natin ilalagay sa taas ng horizon yung ating shape? Okay? Or going up yung ating vanishing points. Okay? Ayan, going up, yung ating orthogonal lines rather. Okay? So, kung magawa natin ito, send po kayo ng pictures sa comment section ng Facebook page natin para ma-feature natin sa video natin. Okay, so this time, nandito na tayo sa ating 3-point perspective kung saan pinag-uusapan na natin dito yung perspective na meron ng 3 vanishing points. Okay, so again, gagawa tayo ng line dito. Again, so this is our x-axis. But this time, sa 3-point perspective, hindi na broken line yung y-axis natin. So, gagawa na tayo ng mismong line para mas madali nating ma-determine later yung third point na gagamitin natin. So, meron tayong y-axis. Okay? So, again, pwede natin i-determine dito kung saan natin ilalagay yung 2 vanishing points. So, dito tayo mag-uumpisa sa 2-point perspective. Ayan. Halimbawa, ito. Yung ating point perspective. So, basically, so pag nag-line tayo, dito siya sa y-axis magmi-meet. Okay? So, So, drawing natin ito dito. Okay. So, again, tingnan lang natin yung size ng ating drawing, no? Para madali nating ma-determine siya. Okay. 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 And then, another one. So, makikita natin, madali natin na-identify saan mag-meet yung ating lines. Okay? Then, makukuha na natin. Now, this time, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina, drawing tayo dito sa ibabaw. Okay? So, meron tayong midpoint dito. Hindi siya pantay, pero hindi siya straight line, pero magmi-meet pa rin naman yan. And the same way with this another one. Okay, kung saan ito naman yung nagmi-meet. Ayan. So again, parang 2-point perspective yung ginawa natin. But this time, meron tayong y-axis kung saan magdedetermine naman tayo ng ating third vanishing point. Halimbawa dito yung third vanishing point natin. And then, i-join lang natin siya dito. Okay? Okay, so meron tayong vanishing point dyan na ginawa. So, lagyan natin ng ibang color yung shape na nabuo natin para ma-identify natin. Darken lang natin yung line. Okay. So, ayan po yung line natin. So, meron tayong direction, going there, going to the right, vanishing point, going to the left, vanishing point, and going down, vanishing point. Okay? So, pwede po natin itong gamitin sa ating mga technical drawing. So, ito po yung ating 3 types of perspective. The first is the 1-point perspective. The second is the 2-point perspective, and the third is the 3-point perspective. Sa susunod po nating lesson, tingnan natin kung saan ba natin pwede makita or magamit yung mga drawings na ito. Okay? So with that, thank you very much po. Maraming salamat po sa panonood at kung nagustuhan ninyo ang video natin ngayon, pakiclick na lang ang like button at i-share na rin para marami pang maabot ang ating klase. I-click nyo na din ang subscribe button at ang notification bell para maging updated kayo sa susunod pa nating klase. Thank you very much and always remember to be kind to one another. God bless. I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love.